Welcome back to Elden Ring. In this video we are going through the absolute best weapon in the game. This is going to be obtained without needing to fight any enemy, and not only that, but you do not need to be late game to get your hands on it. I'm going to be showing you where to get the weapon and then a couple of things to upgrade it and make it even stronger, and it's going to be best suited to a magic class because there is one requirement, and that is 24 intelligence and 24 faith. But once you have those stats, you are good to go. So from Stormhill Shack, if we have a look, this is where you first enter Limgrave out the first step. You're going to come up north and make your way to Gatefront, then over to the west and you are going to Stormhill Shack. Then from here, what we are going to do is jump on our mount. We are going to head north. It's a little bit of travelling. I say a little bit, it's very far travelling. But when you get to here, turn right, come off onto the dirt path, follow this along all the way until the end of the bridge. And just quickly before we get any further into the video, if you are not currently subbed to the channel, make sure you do sub, turn notifications on. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, all support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to support me further as a creator, then check out the links in the description, and let's get back to it. So when you get to the end of the bridge, what you want to do is make your way down there, follow the grass all the way around to the left, up into that rock formation, make your way through that passage, just following it around to the right, go all the way along, ignore the wolves and everything, make your way to the next site of grace. That site of grace is going to be lake facing cliffs. Then you want to follow the main path all the way around until you get down to Liurnia Lake Shore. From there, you are going to head all the way up to the northwest. Keep going all the way up until you get to northern Liurnia Lake Shore. As you get to northern Liurnia Lake Shore, if you start heading up north, as you get to the road to the Manor site of Grace, you're going to come across this archway. It's going to look like a wall, but if you attack it, it's basically a secret wall. So again, once you get to road to the Manor, keep following the main road up to the actual manor itself. I'm actually going to walk you through this because it can be a little bit tricky. It's basically following the main path, but it can be a little bit confusing as to where you go. So when you get to the manor, interact with the site of grace, unlock your checkpoint. This is right outside. So we are all the way at the top northwest of the map, and this is Main Caria Manor Gate. So when you get here, you're not allowed on your horse, but you're going to run all the way through, keep following the main path, and when we get to this fountain, be careful of the dodgy hand things. What we're going to do is carry on and just keep following this path all the way around. And then when we get to here where the path ends, ignore the creepy hands, come up the stairs here, into this room, then run up the stairs, turn to your left, go up again and grab this site of grace. From the site of grace, come outside, and where you see this walkway, some of you probably would have already done this if you followed my astrologer guide. But keep following this round. We're going to do a left instead of going straight along to head up to the upper level. When you get to here, we're going to go a little bit further along. We're going to drop down onto this roof here. Then again, what we are going to do is drop down. We are then going to descend down the ladder. Very careful you don't drop down. And when you are in here, you are going to open this chest. And inside said chest is the Sword of Night and Flame. So if we very quickly take a look at the weapon, I am going to take my Lazuli Glintstone sword off. So here you are going to see that it's got an FP cost, it's got decent guarded damage negation, the physical and fire is better than the Lazuli. It scales with strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith, but it's D's on intelligence and faith. And you'll see the requirements just to the right hand side of the scaling: 12 strength and dexterity, 24 intelligence and faith. So I am going to equip it. I've had to farm a little bit just to get my faith up to 24. It was on 8. So then what we are going to do is from here, we are going to backtrack all the way. I say backtrack. We are going to head to Fort Faroth. And for those of you that have done the dragon, where you get 75k runes, if you use the gold foul foot, you get like 95k, is where that dragon sleeps. But if you haven't made it there, what you need to do is, from the first step, you are going to come up north, all the way to Gatefront, then come along to Stormhill Shack. Then just follow this path all the way along, go through Summonwater Village until you get to Caelem Ruins. From there, if I zoom in a little bit, there's going to be like basically a path that comes off. You're going to come up to here, there's going to be like a jump, there's going to be a few different enemies. Let me just quickly fast travel and I'll show you guys when we get there. Ta-da! So now we are in Caelid, and from here, if we just come over this way, so you're going to head east from the ruins. You're going to see these like massive dog things, whatever you want to call them. Just dash, and then here you are going to double jump over this gap. Then when you get up here, you will have a Sight of Grace just here. So, from Dragon Barrow West, if you just come straight along the road, what you're going to do when you get to here is grab your map fragment from here. But then if we go back on ourselves, if I just show you Dragon Barrow West again. So, under this, like, dead tree thing, this is going to be the Dragon Barrow West Sight of Grace. So, what we're going to do is we are going to come over this way. And just keep heading like south, southeast. Be careful because there are lots and lots of dragons over in this area. But what we're doing is heading southeast to this fiery wall. You'll hear a dragon. I don't know if you'll hear it. It depends how low I've turned the volume. But what we're doing is coming over here and getting to this fiery wall. Then on the outside of it, there's a dragon just in there. Come all the way along. Stick to the edge because there are lots and lots of dragons. And then you want to hug the wall. And then normally you would see a massive dragon here with a load of smaller ones. But because I've already done it and got my runes from it, there are no dragons around. But just come to the inside of this wall, grab your Sight of Grace that's here. Now this bit is going to be a little bit tricky. You might die a few times. So any runes you have, invest them. Do what you've got to do. Just know that you're taking a little bit of a risk with this. But here, we are at Fort Faroth. This is where it gets tricky, but the reward is insane. So if we come up the stairs, and I'm running an astrologer, we come inside this gate, follow this around to the left. I'm really hoping I can pull this off first time. Come up this ladder here. Ignore all the combat. You're going to have bats galore chasing you. I mean, they won't come up to this top part with you. But when we get to the top of the ladder, it's quite a long one. Out here, you're going to have a medallion in the chest. But down to your right, you want to drop down onto this platform. Then again onto this structure, go all the way around the left hand side, and the break in the fence, run through, just drop down here, you take no damage. Come to the right, there'll be a level 12 rune worth 7,500 runes, so there's a golden rune over there. And then there's a giant rat round the corner, so we're going to ignore him, and we're going to jump straight down here. Then here you will have a talisman, but I've got to go. I've got to try and get out of here. Please. Oh, please don't let me die. No, no. No rat. Fuck off. So, if you have been successful, I really should have used my flask. I'll use it now. So if you've managed to get back up the ladder, all you got to do is drop down here, run around the same direction from where you came in, and you want to just get out of there, drop down, interact with the site of grace, you are safe. So what you are going to get is, not inventory, I do that all the time, you are going to get Radagon's Saw Seal. This talisman is going to boost 4 of your stats by 5 each. There is a little bit of a counter to it, it's not just all positives. It's going to increase the amount of damage you take. But that's why you're going to stay away from the enemies and not take any damage. You do have another one in the game called Radagon's Scar Seal. That one gives you a +3 to your stats, but you take less damage. With Radagon's Saw Seal, you get a +5 to the stats, but you take a little bit more damage. You can't equip them both at the same time, which is unfortunate. It'd be amazing to have +8. The damage increase that you take is 13%, or up to a maximum of 13%, but the 4 stats is going to boost, you'll get a +5 on them, is Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity. So even if you've never put a point into Strength and Dexterity, even Endurance and Vigor, you're going to get a +5 to all of them. So that is going to boost 2 of the required stats, Strength and Dexterity. So all you've got to focus on is Intelligence and Faith. So after you have the weapon, in order to level it up, you need the Somber Smithing Stones. So I believe I have one on me. I do. So instead of the standard ones, I've got levels 1, 2 and 4. These are the somber ones. This is a level 2, I have 2 of them. What we're going to do is we need to actually level this sword up to around like level 5 or 6. That's the ideal starting point with it. So your first improvement to +1 the weapon is going to be 1 level 1 Somber Smithing Stone. So if you head all the way back up to just before the manor again, you're going to stop off at Road to the Manor. This dude sat over here. If you go and talk, if you go to purchase, if you have the runes, I mean I'm going to have to go and grab them, you will be able to buy levels 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can also get the Carian Filigreed Crest, which will lower the FP consumed by skills. And if you notice the numbers, you are allowed to buy 3 of the level 4s, 3 of the level 3s. The level 2s and the level 1s are an infinite supply, so you can buy as many as you want. So there we go, I can now purchase the level 1 stone. Thank you developers for the rune farms. It's going to cost 280 runes and a level 1 Somber Smithing Stone. Then the second one is going to cost a level 2, so now we need level 3. So just remember, you can purchase levels 1 through 4 from the guy at Road to the Manor. But if you don't have a lot of runes, I'm going to quickly purchase this, just so that I have it in my inventory. If you don't have the runes, then come back to the Manor Gate. And from here, what we are going to do is up here on the left-hand side, there's going to be a loot drop. But you're going to see some little fingers, like a hand, sticking out the ground. There we go. I'm going to use the Carian Greatsword. I'm going to get absolutely battered in the process. But now that the hand is out and trying to eat me, leave me alone. There we go. So I managed to kill it. And that is absolutely perfect. Somber Smithing Stone level 2. It's not a guarantee, but it's a very high drop chance. So just inside the Manor Gate, over to the left-hand side, the big creepy hand that follows you around has got the Thanos ring on it. Take that down, high chance of a level 2. Now what we're going to do from the Manor Gate is come in and go to the right-hand side this time. Keep coming round. We'll grab this item here. Then what we will do is come up here in this little room. We will grab that kill. We'll grab the cookbook level 6. Then come out here. We'll grab ourselves a couple of kills. And then over in this back corner, you have a level 3 somber smithing stone. So the level 3, if we equip that, then we now need to go and get ourselves the level 4. Now we return to the first step, which is where you first enter Limgrave. And we are going over to the Dragon Burnt Ruins. So it's just over to the east. When you get over to the ruins, if you jump over this little wall section here, then over this one, go down these stairs. If you've never come here before, in this room there are going to be lots of rats. Kill them, then open the door. And then once you've opened the door, open this chest. It is a trap chest. I shouldn't die at this point. No, we're good. It's going to teleport you to a different location on the map. So when you do make it, this is Celia Crystal Tunnel. It's all the way over here. So it's actually fairly close to the dragon, like, rune thing. We are just over to the northeast of where we start. So in this tunnel, if you come out here, you can go left or right here. It doesn't make a difference. Be careful, there is a sniper. And probably, there we go, going to get hit. But what you want to do is drop down. And you want to grab this Site of Grace just to grab a checkpoint in this tunnel. From this Site of Grace, what you want to do is head back on yourself. Go up the ladder that you just dropped down from. Then we are going to return back to where we actually entered the tunnel. So come round to the right. Up we go to the top. When we get to the very top, if I just jump over that. What we're going to do is jump onto this. So sprint and jump onto here. Across, around to the left. And drop down into here. When you get in here, what you want to do is ignore the guys that are going to, or the guy that's going to ambush you. Climb up this ladder. And then, if we go across here, on this corpse, you have a level 4 somber smithing stone. And there are more in here if you want to stick around and search for them and stuff. So if you look for the crystals, the white ones on the wall, they are going to be your smithing stones. We got ourselves a new talisman as well. Ow. Just everything chases you in here. Bastards got me. There goes 9k runes that I have to go and bloody get again. So, from the Site of Grace that's still in the tunnel, if we head outside, we are going to head over to... Let's jump on the mount. We are going southeast. Just keep following this until you get to a Site of Grace. Just non-stop southeast. It should be, there we go, right over here. From that Site of Grace, if you then head north, this is literally just a little bonus bit. But there is a rotten stray spirit, so you get yourself a little stray dog. From this Site of Grace, what we're going to do is head southwest. You're going to see a massive tree in a moment. That's the massive tree thing I'm talking about. Go over to the right-hand side of it, and you will see another Site of Grace any moment now. There we go. So I'm going to jump off, and we are going to touch Grace here. Then from this Site of Grace, if you head over to... It is kind of northwest a little bit. You're just going to see a massive, like, scarab thing. Go straight past it. Up this little... whatever you want to call it. And keep going past all these weird things. And at the very end, in front of the crystals... There is a big enemy, but you're going to get yourself a level 5 somber smithing stone. And now you need a level 6. This is where it gets tough. You obviously don't have to do this straight away. What you're going to want to do to get hold of the level 6 is take down this arsehole. Yeah, the one that chops you up and actually has no like checkpoint or anything. You have to make it to the door I previously made it to in the Celia Crystal Tunnel. So now you have the sword, you have it level 5. I'm going to go back into Falling Star Beast and try and take him down again. Because this is the whole reason you pick up this sword. If you have the sword in your left hand, you're not going to be able to use the Ashes of War that are unique to the sword. So make sure that you put it on your right hand. Mine's currently +5. And yeah, watch this. Ready? I hold my left trigger to initiate the skill. And then with my right bumper, I fire a massive beam. And then with my right trigger, yeah. And let's just say the more you do, the more you like to build this up, the more powerful you get it. It's fucking OP. So let's try it. Let's try this beam. Okay, that's half the damage done. And then if I just jump in, I've got Scarlet Rot. I did kill the thing though. So I'm going to run away a little bit. Ow. And then I'm going to left trigger, right trigger. Yeah. You dead. Oh, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Let's try the standard attack. Yes, quite strong. Oh no, Scarlet Rot got me. This is on an astrologer. The astrologer just keeps proving time and time again to be such a powerful class. I absolutely love it. Let's go and try and take Falling Star Beast down for the extra upgrade just quickly. Then we'll wrap it up. So I'll actually show you guys. So the Site of Grace, down the bottom there, and climb up the ladder. Make your way through. It's basically the same direction to get the level 4 Somber Smithing Stone. So come all the way back to the top of the tunnel. And then try not to get shot because there will be an archer somewhere. I don't know if it's even that. I missed it. Ow. Yeah, they got locking on. Oh, why can I not get on the roof? Are you fucking serious? Take me. Whoa, it's extra glitch. Oh, that was a dodgy one. Well, fingers crossed I actually make it first time this time. There's a guy standing there waiting for me. Like, dude, what are you doing? I haven't made it. What is wrong with me? There we go. Run. Oh, got past. This is where it gets really scary, though. Stop fucking using ranged attacks on me. You can jog on with your ambush. But follow it round, come up the ladder, and then behind us would be the level 4 Somber Smithing Stone. But you carry on. You come across here, go up this ladder. Please let me up, please let me up, please let me up. I'm going to get ruined. I don't know how I've got out of that. Around we go to the left. There's going to be another couple. One's actually going to try and jump out on me. There's one in that room to the left. But just keep going through. See, there's mist now, but there's no Site of Grace. Can I... There's actually not a checkpoint here. Don't make me kill you. Don't make me kill you. He's waiting for me. He was prepared for me. Give him a bubble. So I'm just gonna come over here and miss my shot. Dude, give me a chance. He's not close enough. He's not close enough. I'm gonna die. Fuck. He's an absolute nightmare. I really wish they put a Site of Grace outside his little room. Because it starts you back at the other one at the bottom of the ladder. So I'm just going to leave the level 6 one for now. There are other ways to get them. They're just a pain in the arse. Like, way more of a pain in the arse than this. But for now, I've got it +5. So what I'm going to do is we are going to come back to the Manor Gate. And I'm going to very quickly see what the damage is like against the hand. And then I'm going to the upper level. I'm going to go and try and take out the big dude that sits at the top of the stairs. So with this hand, it's it doesn't stand a chance. Unfortunately, no smithing stone that time. What are you doing? Hey, got a level 2. Up to the upper level we go. Here we go, so. Dead in 1. Oh, the range isn't amazing. You put your Carian greatsword away. Ah, he's coming for me! Back up! So you, my friend, are going to take one of these. It's done 1,000 damage to him. Don't breathe on me, your breath stinks. Don't do that either. You stop hitting me for a minute. Pretty sure this one that has the range. Oh my god, fuck off. I swear to god, this guy's breath. Okay, so that one does more damage for me. That deals 742. Not just that, the base damage on this sword is insane. Let's do it. Holy shit. Level the sword up as much as you can. So we have one last test. I'm coming down to the big guy the far south of the Weeping Peninsula. So, he's going to stop firing because I'm too close. So ready? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so fucking powerful. And even though I like this one, I absolutely love this one because it's got so much more damage. So that was a look at the absolute best weapon in Elden Ring. It's going to be a long video, they typically are for this game. They're guides, there's a lot of travelling, there's taking enemies out, there's finding certain things. There was having to deal with the upgrades, then going back to get more runes, then going back here, and there was a lot of it. So apologies for the length of this one. I'm going to do some cuts and stuff to try and make it as short as I can without like taking any of the value out of the video. But that is going to wrap this one up. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments about this fantastic sword, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.